Spreading fake blood is illegal according to the criminal code.
We know that spreading fake blood.
You already had this discussion with my partner. It's been dealt with.
Are you scared to be charged with an offense? Alex Alavoie reporting for Rebel News, and I'm currently in Ottawa, right in front of the West Block, as today marks the first sitting day of Parliament since December 17, before it was prorogued on January 6 by Justin Trudeau. There is a growing concern here in Canada about the wave of anti-Israel protest and the broader rise of extremism. Just yesterday, Toronto saw a massive march with Israel. You can check my colleague's report online. Even more troubling, we have recently learned that the RCMP has reported a 488% increase in terrorism-related charges over recent years. Adding to the alarm, the Israeli government has issued a level 2 travel warning for Israelis living in or traveling to Canada, urging them to stay cautious and avoid displaying visible Jewish or Israeli symbols. This comes shortly after a joint statement by Mark Carney, Keir Starmer, and Emmanuel Macron urging Israel not to expand military operations in Gaza and allow humanitarian aid to pass. A statement that was publicly welcomed by Hamas, the terrorist group ruling in Gaza. We also cannot overlook the controversial French intelligence report revealing that 7% of places of worship in France have been infiltrated by groups linked to Muslim Brotherhood, labeled as Muslim of France. If such infiltration is happening there, it would be naive to think Canada is immune. When I arrived here today to cover this story, I encountered about 10 radical anti-Israel protesters splashing fake blood on the ground. Despite this act potentially falling under Section 430 of the Criminal Code, there was no police action taken. It raises a critical question. Would this have been tolerated during the Freedom Convoy protest? We will be on the ground here for the next 2 days, covering the King's arrival for the opening of Parliament. For now, I leave you on my interview with Chris Dacey, an independent journalist who is also reporting here in Ottawa. We discussed the protester outside Parliament and also the broader context. Let's check it out.
200,000 people killed! 200,000 people killed!
The police seems like to not care about it.
No, they clearly don't care. And I mean, they know that this is a criminal offense specifically to put blood, fake blood, on buildings or the ground. And I mean, they basically dismiss you if you say anything.
Can I ask you quickly something? Do you know that spreading fake blood like that, like paint or anything on the public space, is a criminal act?
Do I know if it's a criminal act? Well, it doesn't appear to be. It appears to be washable. So it's not really. That's not what I'm here for. Mm-hmm. So if there's an issue, and it's whether it's PPS or Ottawa Police, then they can deal with it.
Okay, so there's a distinction to be made there between chalking and statements made in washable chalk. That is legal, and that's been allowed around here. Spreading fake blood is illegal according to the criminal code.
Are you surprised to see them being allowed in the side of the Parliament when it's the first sitting day of the Parliament?
I am kind of surprised, and I've seen other types of protesters who have been treated very differently than this, pushed much farther back. I've been seeing people arrested, charged for having megaphones, for having speakers. So, I mean, it very much depends on the nature and the ideology of the protest, I guess.
We know that spreading fake blood.
You already had this discussion with my partner. It's been dealt with.
Yeah, but you are the police, so it's why I'm asking to you.
It's been dealt with.
Okay, but did you arrest anyone? Because
it's been dealt with.
What that mean?
It's been dealt with. The matter's resolved.
Okay, so just washing it is enough? There is no charge,
that's
nothing?
All I'm saying right now. The matter's been resolved.
Okay. But I've been saying that
nice
there is nobody that's been arrested so far.
Have a nice day. That's all I have to say.
Okay. So there is a quiet double standard, isn't it? That
I just told
they
you
get away with it?
Have a nice day, miss.
It's incredible. We don't really know what they want more from this government since Carney have already issued a statement.
The purpose of the statement, the intention of the clear language is not just of ourselves, but of France, of the United Kingdom, many other countries, is that Israel ensures that adequate humanitarian aid gets to the population there, many of whom are on the brink of starvation.
Yeah, he did so much that Hamas said thank you. So, I mean, that's very telling. And from what I've heard from these other groups, I was at one of these protests by the Israeli embassy just last week, and they said they won't stop until Israel is destroyed. And I think it's even bigger than that. They won't stop till the West is toppled.
Mm-hmm. And you saw at the march, you were able to see like a little bit like how much support the Israeli people have.
Yeah, well, what a difference. There was 56,000 people at that march, people of all ages, families, and it was nothing but I mean, it was love. It was wonderful, except for the very aggressive groups that chased it the whole time.
Are you aware that spreading fake blood is a criminal act? Did you know that? Are you scared to be charged with an offense? I'm trying to understand because we just saw recently that Mark Carney. What do you want more from the government? Because Mark Carney just issued a statement to ask Israel to stop bombing. We just have a statement from the Israeli government warning people who are traveling in Canada from Israel who are actually living here to hide their signs, to hide who they are because it's too dangerous for them to be here.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it was yesterday. It's like a level 2 threat, and I mean, holy cow. I think that echoes sentiments of what I've been told here. The Jewish community here already live in fear. People have to be careful where they go. When we had the Israeli flag raising here recently for Israeli Independence Day, it was one of the most secure things around because it's very dangerous. Other years, these things have been attacked. The embassy gets regularly protested. Threats are made openly, and the law isn't enforced.
If you are a child of Gaza, why are you not going to fight there?
Nous sommes tous les enfants de Gaza.
If you are a child of Gaza, why are you not going to help and fight? And the RCMP recently issued a warning of an increase of 488% of terrorism apprehension here in Canada since 2023 to 2024. This is ridiculous, and we are saying that they do not act against them.
Yeah, and it's not right-wing domestic terrorism that we're talking about. It's very specific people. That increase, too, is a major concern of Trump and the Americans about our unsecure border. Something like 87 or 85% of known or suspected terrorists that entered the U.S. came through the northern border, not the southern border.
I have some hard time to listen to you, so I think we should go somewhere else. There's growing issue here in Canada regarding extremism, and it's why at Rebel News we started a petition called deporthamas.com. On this website, we have a petition to request that people who are here and they are not citizens, who are engaged in protests, committing crimes, hate crimes, or any kind of crimes, they should be deported back. So go and sign it at deporthamas.com.